Transformers, one of the biggest franchises of all time based on toys. It has been running for over 30 years with tons of animated TV shows and films, and with the spin-off slash reboot of the film series and Bumblebee just coming out in the theaters this weekend, it's time to rank all the Transformers movies from worst to best, so let's not waste any more time and get into it. Coming at number 7 is Transformers Age of Extinction. This is a complete mess. This brings out the worst of the Bay Transformers films. Unfunny humor, over-sexualized, explosions up the wazoo, way too long, oversaturated, mostly bad acting, apart from Mark Wahlberg, and thinking it's more epic than it actually is. It's completely awful, and it's the biggest middle finger to fans out of all of these movies. Coming in number 6 is Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. After the first movie doing decent with fans and critics, the sequel was a disaster. It was a victim of the writer's strike in 2009, and it shows. This film starts the trend of the same problems that plagues the rest of the series. The humor is awful, the worst of the series. From the dogs having sex, to Shia LaBeouf's parents getting high, to the Transformer testicles, it's bad. The film is too long, the acting is awful. Megan Fox and Shia LaBeouf are supposed to be the leads of this big blockbuster, but it's so goofy that you can't take them seriously. The movie's oversaturated to the point where it's painful to look at. It's not good. The only parts where it's enjoyable are the Transformers themselves. But other than that, it's just a mess. Coming in number 5 is Transformers The Last Knight. This supposedly final installment of the Bay Transformers series is not as bad as the previous two films on this list, but still really bad. The film is overstuffed with CGI, even more so than the previous movies. That makes films like The Jungle Book and Avengers Infinity War look like they use practical effects. The film tries to tie the Transformers to the Knights of the Round Table, and it doesn't work at all, and kind of ruins the mythology of the series. The film is too long. The film looks like it's having a seizure, and how much the aspect ratio changes because they shot some scenes of the movie in IMAX. The humor isn't funny, the acting is bad, the new characters they introduce are bad, and they're just there to sell toys. They try to make Optimus Prime the Winter Soldier and make him that bad guy for one scene, and it was entirely pointless. The reintroduction of characters from previous movies and the whole end of the world thing has been done before and has no stakes. It's just a mess that ends out the series on a low note. Coming in number 4 is The Transformers, the movie. The first Transformers movie, and technically the most accurate of all these movies, because it's basically an extended episode of the animated series. I didn't like this movie, it's not for me. The voice acting is over the top and cheesy, the plot is slow, and I found myself dazing off while watching this movie. Not terrible, but just very bland. If you like the animated series, then you'll like this, but it's not for everyone, especially me. Coming in number 3 is Transformers Dark of the Moon. The one base sequel that wasn't a complete mess, but not great. There are some cool action scenes, the Transformers are fun. The removal of Megan Fox, Shia LaBeouf's parents, and other characters from previous movies is an improvement. The film actually looks good and not super saturated. It's not without its problems, which I've stated ad nauseum in the previous ranked films on this list. Overall, it's okay. Coming in number 2 is Transformers. The first Bay film is a decent start. The film does have some problems of the previous movies on this list, but it's not super distracting. It does have a fun adventure to it, and the Autobots do bring fun to it, and the action is good. And the FBI scene with Anthony Anderson is the funniest scene out of all the Transformers movies. It's fine and was, for the longest time, the best Transformers movie, but coming in number 1 is Bumblebee. This is a really good movie, and the first out of all these movies I actually really enjoyed. The characters are fun and enduring, the comedy works, the action is great, it's fun and lighthearted, the villains are menacing, the plot is actually interesting and gives the characters development, the emotional scenes work, the film has both big and small obstacles the characters have to overcome. The CGI looks good and feels real. It's just a blast to watch from beginning to end. I hope this starts the renaissance of the Transformers series, and that's my list. Comment down below your list, because I would love to see your rankings on these movies, and make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I'm Comic Book Movie Fan Productions, and I'll see you guys next time. Autobots, roll out.